What do you do? What do you do? Welcome back to Switcher South Africa. I'm Nicky Nash, and today you join me in this very beautiful Ford Everest Limited. Limited meaning this is the top of the range. So there's three model variants in the Ford Everest range, and there is the XLT, that's the entry level. There's the Sport, and there is the Everest Limited, which is the one I'm in, the top of the range. So off the top of my head, what does this come what does this have that those other two don't have? This being the top of the range, number one, it has a panoramic sunroof. I'm gonna open that just now for you guys. From the inside, it has the panoramic sunroof. It has heated seats, driver and passenger heated seats. It has electric seats, driver and passenger electric seats. I know in the Sport it's only driver electric seats, and the Sport doesn't have heated seats. XLT, not too sure, I haven't been in one. This has adaptive cruise control. What is adaptive cruise control? Adaptive cruise control is basically a cruise control that allows you to set a speed of 120, for example, and then if there's a car in front of me, the car will brake itself. And whatever speed the car is doing in front of me, if the car is doing 60 in front of me, the car will reduce and drive at the speed of the car in front of me. Once the car moves out of the way, this car will go back to its original speed, which was 120. That's adaptive cruise control. And this car can park itself. Click the pop-up banner over there, and you will see a video of me parking this car back down in Eastern Cape. I actually did that, so there's no need for me to do it right now. So just click the pop-up banner, watch that video. Since we've spoken about the features that this has over those other two, and speaking of features, so speaking of features, we've spoken about that. So now it's time to move on to the drive of the vehicle. There's the panoramic sunroof I was talking about. The drive of the vehicle. This car's mated to a 10-speed gearbox. How is the 10-speed gearbox? I said it in the Raptor. This gearbox is just seamless. It changes. See that it changed, and it changed because I'm used to the car, so I know when it changes. But if I put you in the car, you won't know that the car has changed. And the gearbox works perfectly for this vehicle. And the drive of the vehicle, this car's sitting on 20-inch wheels. The drive of this vehicle, with those wheels, you think that it would be hard because it's big wheels, and big wheels means the ride of the vehicle will be hard. No, this vehicle, very nice. It's a very soft ride. I don't mind it. I really liked it. I really do like it. Don't mind me, I'm getting very distracted right now because this vehicle is left, right and center. But the drive of the vehicle, mated to this gearbox, does wonders. It works perfectly. The fuel efficiency of this vehicle, it's not the best. I've driven more fuel efficient diesel vehicles, but it's not bad. The only time you feel the fuel efficiency or the fuel economy of the vehicle is when you have to fill up. So what I do in most test cars, I don't wait. I don't like to, if I use half a tank, I don't fill up. I want to use the whole tank until maybe it's last bar, and then I'll fill up if there's a need, just to see how much I'll be spending. I did that in the Vitara Brezza that I had for a month last year, December, and I did that twice with that vehicle, and I was spending around 800 or so. That was then before the insane petrol increases. This vehicle, I did the exact same thing. I traveled with this vehicle to Limpopo, and yeah, when it was time to fill up this car, the first time around, the range was telling me 70 k's to empty, and I poured 72 liters or so, and I poured 1,700 rand full tank. I did the exact same thing when I came back to Pretoria, and it was the exact same thing. So seeing that I poured 72 liters, that means this vehicle is an 80-liter tank. And I'll correct myself down there if I'm wrong, but this vehicle is an 80-liter tank. And obviously, if a vehicle has a big tank, you're gonna spend more on fuel. So you can't blame the car that it's expensive to fill. You have to blame the economy of the country. If petrol was 10 rand a liter, you wouldn't be pouring this much. But fuel out of the way, let's get back to the vehicle. Looks wise, I had the exact same vehicle, but in silver down in Eastern Cape, and somehow the silver wasn't appealing to me at that point. I kept saying I'd rather get the Everest Sport. So now I've gotten the white one, and the white one looks amazing. Sorry guys, you guys can't see me properly. The sun is glaring over the camera. Oh, there, I'm back. So the white just looks very beautiful. The white is an amazing color. I think with this one, I think the white is the color to go for, because this obviously doesn't have the black grill that the Sport has. Click the pop-up banner. Actually, back in the video I actually spoke about my trip in the Eastern Cape. there I actually show you the differences between the Sport and the Limited, because I had them side by side basically. So just click the pop-up banner over there, you will see all of that. So this vehicle, because I got it in the white and I had the silver down in Eastern Cape, the white literally blows my mind, and it affirms me that the Limited is the one to go for, and the features of it as well. That's what will make you want to stay in this vehicle. The features of this vehicle, I named the features in the beginning of the vehicle. Those features are not found in the Sport or the XLT, and this has more power. And basically the overall feel of the vehicle, the overall drive of the vehicle is one to die for in this vehicle. So now that I've spoken about how the drive and how the look of the vehicle is from the outside, what is my favorite feature of the vehicle from the outside? That's to be the look from the front and the wheels. The wheels are very beautiful. I like the look that Ford has approached. The rear, I said it also in the previous videos that I've done of this vehicle, I'm 50-50 with the rear. I like it, but I don't like it. And speaking about interior, best, 10 out of 10. I won't even waste time. Interior is a 10 out of 10. Speaking of interior being a 10 out of 10, let's just pop the sunroof, the panoramic sunroof, by the way. The interior is a 10 out of 10 for me. Ford has really outdone themselves. The build quality in here on the side is good. I should say not the best, but literally here. Now when you hear, the stitching is perfect. I like how it's written Ford, it's written Everest on the dash, just like the Raptor is written Raptor. The seats are very beautiful, very nice, comfortable seats. I like this vehicle inside because that's where you spend most of your time, and not on the outside. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to close the sunroof. Not on the outside. And the interior of this vehicle is just one that you just want to be in all the time. Literally every day that I've had this vehicle, I left the house because of how nice the vehicle is to drive, and the interior and the space of the vehicle you find in the interior. I actually went on a trip with my friends just yesterday, and literally all my friends wanted to jump in the back. No one wanted to sit in the front. They all wanted to sit in the back. So that does say a lot. So the interior, the boot space is sufficient. There's a 7-seater. The third row of seats electrically fold down. That's very beautiful. This car has an electric tailgate. That's one of the features that those other two Sport and XLTs don't have. And now time to speak about 3 things I like and 3 things I don't like about this vehicle. 3 things I like about this vehicle. 1, it has to be the panoramic sunroof. That's my number 1. You guys know how much I love that in a vehicle. That has to be my number 1. My number 2 is how I like the feel of the vehicle inside and the drive of the vehicle. Being inside and the drive of the vehicle, those two as a package works perfectly. And then the 3rd thing that I like about this vehicle, it has to be the look and the presence of the vehicle from the front. I saw a lot of Ford Everests this week alone, but not everybody has the Limited, and you can see immediately the difference from the Limited and the XLTs. For example, the Sport, you don't really see it, but you see the XLTs a lot. So I do like that. The 3 things I don't like about the vehicle, honestly, that I'll be lying, I don't have. There's only one thing I can think of that I don't like, and that has to be the fuel efficiency. The fuel efficiency, like I said, it's not the best. So that has to be one thing I don't like. And filling up that tank is very costly. I've already spent 3,500. Speaking of spending 3,500, guys, do join my memberships so that I can have these vehicles and be able to afford the petrol. Join the memberships, choose your level, and this is a full spec vehicle. So if you're watching this video and you're joining through this video, it means you must get the full spec. But anyway, any of the 3 that you choose, I'll be quite happy with that. So please do. Back to the vehicle. Do I like the car? Would I buy the car? Would I recommend the car? Do I like the car? Definitely. Would I buy the car? Definitely. Would I recommend the car? Most definitely. This vehicle for a family, it's perfect. Look at it from this point of view. This vehicle literally has all the bells and whistles, and this vehicle is priced at plus minus 850,000 rand. I'll put the pricing of all the ranges from the XLT down in the description down below. This vehicle literally has almost everything you could wish for in this vehicle, and that's one of the reasons why I'd recommend it. Is it better than the competition? I've driven the Everest. I've driven the Fortuner, but the 2.4, not the 2.8, top of the range. Comparing it to that is better. I've driven the top of the range MUX, previous generation, it's better. Why I'm not going to compare this to the current MUX? Current MUX needs the latest Ford Everest, which is coming out later this year. So then I'll put it par for par. But other than that, my go-to vehicle in this range has to be the Everest. But till next time, I'm Nicky Naz. Keep it locked.